where your host, writer, actor, and producer Candy Washington helps you live a more joyful life with a cheeky dash of pop culture news. Be sure to subscribe, leave a 5-star review, and join the conversation on Instagram at Candy Washington. Let's go!
Hey everyone, and welcome back to Sugar Pills, a practical guide to self-care. As always, I'm your host, Candy Washington, and I am so grateful for this time that we have together. So as you can see, I am wearing our Love Black t-shirt. It's unisex, so if you're a guy or a girl or whoever you identify, you can grab one. You can shop the entire Love collection. We have sweatshirts, hoodies, t-shirts, dresses, candles, mugs, a lot of fun stuff. Head over to candywashington.com to grab your swag. And yeah, everything's also linked in the description box below. And head over to Instagram at Candy Washington. Follow me, give me a DM, tag one of your aha moments during the podcast, and I will show you some love back. I will retweet, I will repost, I will retag, and we can have a good fun dialogue. Yeah, so let's do this. All right, so before we dive into today's episode, I wanted to share that it is actually a Sugar Pills listener letter. So if you have anything going on in your life, whether it's career, love, relationships, friendships, anything that you want my guidance on, email me at info@candywashington.com, your Dear Candy letter, and I will answer it here on the podcast, which is pretty exciting. And I will always make sure that you remain anonymous because I really want to respect your privacy. But if you want, my guidance on anything, just email me and I will read your letter on the podcast. And speaking of the podcast, be sure to subscribe, rate, review, leave us a 5-star review if you can. It really helps us, with the algorithm and get up. And if you're watching us on YouTube, be sure to subscribe to the channel, like this video, and share with a friend because your journey to self-love is always better with some community, with a friend. So share. All right, now that we got all of the housekeeping out of the way, let's dive into today's episode, which is surviving lockdown fatigue. We are heading into the 3rd year of the pandemic, and with the new virus variant coming up, there may not be a clear end in sight. So let's see. She says, "Dear Candy, this pandemic lockdown has been dragging on for what seems like forever. Of course, I want everyone to stay safe and for the virus to be eradicated, but the continuous social distancing has become more like social isolation for me. In the beginning, I was able to keep busy with working from home, exercising outside, and having Zoom happy hours with my friends, but I've been feeling particularly down, restless, and just not myself over the past few weeks. I know that things will go back to normal soon with a vaccine rolling out, and also booster shots. But I just don't know how to get out of this quarantine funk in the meantime. Candy, how do I get my joy back when I can't seem to see the light at the end of the quarantine tunnel? Much love. Lockdown has me down." Okay, lockdown has me down. I can definitely identify with everything that you're going through in this letter. It does seem like it's dragging on forever. But I do have a couple of insights that I want to share with you and everybody listening on, like you said, how to get your joy back during the quarantine, during lockdown, during the uncertainty of when this will end. I think the first thing we have to do is accept the unknown. It is not known when we will actually have this whole pandemic under control, when travel will be back, when it'll be safe to fully embrace being social again. It's unknown what's going to happen with Omicron, the new variant, with Delta. There's still a lot of unknowns. There's still a lot of uncertainty going on. So I think instead of fearing the unknown and letting it paralyze you or letting it depress you, I think we need to accept it. Of course, this is easier said than done, but I think acceptance is really key here. Just accept that we don't know. And since we don't know, what can we do to empower ourselves in the meantime? What can we do to be happy and healthy and joyful in the meantime, since there is no end date on this? And I think a couple of things that we can do after accepting that this is just the new normal for a while is continue that routine that you said. You said you would do Zoom parties and happy hours with your friends. Continue that, but maybe, up the ante, up the how many times you do it or who you do it with. Keep that schedule in place. Continue to do your outside workouts. Maybe add in, a group exercise where it's safe. You're all outside, you're socially distanced, people are vaccinated, and you're able to do those group activities outside. So maybe you're not exercising alone, but now you're doing it in a group where it's safe, right? Continue to do that routine. Have some sense of control, have some sense of routine, because focusing on the things that you can control in a time of uncertainty will give you that peace. But if you focus on the things that you do not have control over, if you focus on the uncertainty of everything, you will lose your mind. So focus on the things that you do have control over, reaching out to friends, having those Zoom parties, getting your exercise in, working from home, whatever you need to do. Focus on the things that you can control. And then try to integrate yourself socially in a safe way. Again, there's new variants out there. We're really not sure when this is going to be over. Some people are acting like it's over when it's really not. So think of creative ways for you to integrate. Maybe that means boosting your online community, starting a group chat, starting a video chat with a new community online that you previously maybe never tapped into. So that way you don't feel like you're talking to the same people and being redundant, but you're staying safe and staying social in a new and fresh way. So you want to add variety. You want to add diversity into the routine that you're doing. And then you want to focus on the routine that you have. So you focus on the things in your life that you can control, that you have power over. Also, I would say make a future to-do list, so that you have things to look forward to. This way you don't get that hopeless feeling or despair, where you feel like there's no end in sight. We can't travel, we can travel, we can do this, we can't do this, we have to wear a mask, we don't have to wear a mask. All of that stuff out of your control. Follow all of the guidelines to keep you and your family and your friends safe. But make a future to-do list, so that way you have something to look forward to. Because even though it may be uncertain now, one way or the other, we will collectively get through this. It may not look the same as it used to, and that's okay. The only constant is change. But we will get through it. So give yourself something to look forward to. Your top travel list, your new bucket list. You want to go here, you want to do this, you want to experience this. Make a list of everything you want to experience. And you can have two lists. You could have the list of the things I'm going to do now. Like, what are the things that you can do during, continued lockdown, continued variant, continued travel bans, all of that stuff? What are the things that you can do now still? Can you start a business? Can you get a puppy? Can you do online dating? What are the things that you can do now? Make that list. And then also make that future list. You want to travel to India, you want to go to Africa, you want to travel to, wherever you want to do, you want to host group outings, whatever it is, right? Make that future list too. So that way you can get excited and energized about your present moment, about what you can do and what you can control now. But then you also have hope and excitedness for the future, something to look forward to. And I think that's such a big thing we need to remember. Have something in your life to look forward to. Yes, be grateful in the moment. Yes, have everything going on right now, but make a future plan for your life. Create a vision board, right? Have something that you want to look forward to. Because in uncertain times of lockdown today, no lockdown tomorrow, lockdown tomorrow, no lockdown today, variants, no variants, booster shots, all of that stuff, it's still uncertain, it's still unclear, and people are still dying. We still need to take this seriously. We're not out of the woods yet. So during that uncertain time, focus on the things that you can control. Create variety in your daily routine. reach out to different communities that you might not have reached out to previously. Get that diversity, get that variety in your life. Try new things that you can. Start learning how to cook at home. Try new recipes. Different hairstyles at home. Whatever you can do, right? Make a list of the things that you can do now to be happy for in the moment, and then make that future list so you have hope, that you have a future vision of what you can look forward to. And of course, the foundation of all of this is acceptance. Accept that right now we just don't know. Accept right now it might be uncertain, and then empower yourself to still be happy and joyful. So I hope that was a good little sugar pill nugget for you guys. If you are wondering how to survive this quarantine, post-mid, kind of still pandemic variant world. So yeah, as always, if you enjoyed this, please like, rate, review, share with a friend. Shop the Love Collection over on candywashington.com. Everything is linked in the show notes. And if you have any question about your life, love, career, friendship, anything, send me a Dear Candy letter over to info@candywashington.com, and I will be sure to read it here on the show and protect your anonymity. So yeah, until next time, everybody, take care of yourself, be well, and take care of each other. Bye.
Welcome to Sugar Pills, a practical guide to self-care, where your host, writer, actor, and producer Candy Washington helps you live a more joyful life with a cheeky dash of pop culture news. Be sure to subscribe, leave a 5-star review, and join the conversation on Instagram @Candy Washington. Let's go!